China has gradually begun to provide an absurd number of different car options. So why are some of these top electric cars in China coming in 2023? How will they perform and how much will they cost? Stay tuned and don't touch that dial. Everything you need to know about the top Chinese electric cars coming in 2023 is here. The first vehicle on the list is BYD Seagull. The brand new BYD Seagull is expected to make its world debut in China in the second quarter of 2022. Customers who don't want to spend a lot of money on an electric car are the target for this model. A smaller version of the BYD Dolphin, which is the most popular electric vehicle among Chinese consumers, is the BYD Seagull. The BYD Seagull will have a smaller range than the BYD Dolphin and its variants. The new car's estimated mileage is currently between 100 and 120 miles. The BYD Dolphin and the Seagull are conceptually and aesthetically similar. The result is a sporty modern style infused with distinctively personal elements. Now, everything about it feels proportionate, even though it has a small design. These automobiles are the most recent in a long line of fully electric vehicles powered by a novel energy pack. Although official pricing information has not yet been made available, estimates place the cost of the BYD Seagull between $10,000 and $13,000. BYD Sea Lion. According to reports, it will be an SUV that goes up against Tesla Model Y, placing it above the Yuan Plus in the BYD lineup. The price of the mid-size electric SUV will range from 200,000 to 250,000 Chinese yuan, or $31,391 to $39,239. It might share a lot of similarities with the BYD Seal, a forthcoming mid-size electric sedan that will compete with the Tesla Model 3, Xpeng P5 and NIO ET7. Expect the BYD Blade battery also to be installed in the Sea Lion. The BYD Sea Lion should be available with rear-wheel drive and four-wheel drive for more power. The motor for the rear-wheel drive option will be able to generate 150 kilowatts of power and 310 Nm of maximum torque. On the other hand, the four-wheel drive option has a dual motor setup that enables it to produce a total of 390 kilowatts, 160 kilowatts from the front and 230 kilowatts from the back. This configuration can accelerate from a standstill to 100 kilometers an hour in 3.8 seconds. The upcoming BYD Sea Lion is anticipated to compete with the Tesla Model Y in China. With its sleek greenhouse, raked back glass, rising beltline and sloping roofline, the Sea Lion has a typical contemporary crossover design. It also appears to have a prominent roof spoiler, sporty front bumper with pentagon-shaped outer ends and swept-back headlamps. The charging port is probably located above the rear wheel arch on the side. The new Xpeng P7. Many Chinese consumers have hailed the Xpeng P7 as the ideal vehicle. With a 16-foot length and a 9.8-foot wheelbase, it is a big car. Additionally, there are at least 10 different variations available. The performance figures of the top performance models will be employed for conciseness. There are two synchronous permanent magnet motors in this area, one in the front and one in the back. Additionally, each of these motors has a 120 kilowatt power output. The same 316 kilowatts are applied for all four wheels. Xpeng asserts that this vehicle's peak torque of 490 pound-foot allows for a top speed of 106 miles per hour. The 81 kilowatt-hour battery capacity of the top-tier P7 is more than enough. According to the company, the Xpeng P7's optimistic DC range estimate is 350 miles. The P7's 75-mile range can also be restored in 10 minutes using DC fast charging. Since June, the P7 Saloon, the second model from Xpeng, has been offered for sale in China for the equivalent of $46,000. The NIO EP9. The ES8, ET7 and ES6 were all created to be driven by the general public, whereas the EP9, or Electric Prototype 9, was never intended to be driven on public roads. This electric supercar set new benchmarks for the quickest lap times ever achieved by an electric vehicle on several racetracks worldwide. The EP9 chassis is made of carbon fibre, just like the interior and exterior of the vehicle. The side batteries of the electric race car can also be changed in as little as 8 minutes. The BYD Seagull. The BYD Seagull, a brand new all-electric vehicle currently in development, will probably compete with the Tesla Model 3 this year. The BYD Seagull was introduced last month to coincide with the launch of the BYD's e-Platform 3.0. It is the second electric sedan in the BYD Ocean lineup, following the BYD Dolphin. The Seagull can travel 440 miles on electricity alone thanks to its high-voltage platform of 800 volts. At BYD's Changzhou plant, the Seagull, which goes on sale this summer, will be manufactured with an anticipated annual production rate of 600,000 units and a monthly sales rate of 5,000 units. The Seagull has a calm and well-rounded overall profile. Now, the Seagull is powered by a cutting-edge BYD Blade battery. Additionally, you can choose to have it with all-wheel drive 230 kilowatts or rear-wheel drive 150 kilowatts, as well as 160 or 230 horsepower in the front all-wheel drive. The four-wheel drive model is expected to cost between $35,000 and $45,000, with the latter amount depending on the vehicle's trim level and optional features. It can accelerate from 0 to 100 km an hour in a quick 3.8 seconds. The NIO ES7. Like the ES6, the ES7 only has 5 seats, and the lines are similar, with the ES7 gaining the older model's fat window line. Even if it does have the ET7 sedan's more modern-looking front, the 12.8-inch AMOLED infotainment screen controls most features. For most of them, NIO's AI assistant Nomi can activate them in response to voice commands. The button that displays the drive mode menu on the screen is one of the console's few buttons. A heads-up display and a digital instrument display are provided for the driver. The NIO ES8. With the introduction of the ES8 in Europe, NIO's battery swapping technology attracted a lot of attention. Contrary to standard electric vehicles, which can only be charged in a regular electric outlet, this is not the case. On the other hand, the NIO ES8 allows you to replace a dead battery with a fully charged one at a highly automated switching station in as little as 3 to 5 minutes. Therefore, those leaving on a long trip might find it most practical to upgrade from a smaller 75 kWh battery to a larger 150 kWh cell once they have left town. This is due to NIO's intention to release a solid-state battery with 150 kWh in 2023. Because of this, it cannot be used with any current vehicles, and according to the company, the battery will enable a 466-mile range. For the equivalent of $68,000, the ES8 is available for pre-order. Its other details, however, are still kept under wraps. The Aura GoodCat. Beginning in 2022, pre-orders for the Aura GoodCat, a fully electric hatchback made by Great Wall Motors' new EV spin-off subsidiary, will be accepted. It is constructed using the most recent electric vehicle platform developed by Great Wall. The company now asserts that this vehicle can accelerate from 0 to 30 mph in 3.8 seconds using its 169 Nm torque and front-mounted electric engine. There are 2 battery sizes available, 48 and 63 kWh, with the latter having a maximum range of 261 miles. The car's electrical system is also capable of handling 80 kilowatts of quick charging power. The 63 kWh battery can be fully charged in just 50 minutes. The retro styling of the GoodCat draws inspiration from vintage automobiles like the Porsche 911 and the Mini Cooper, but the car's technology is cutting edge. Now, the base price of this subcompact electric car is predicted to be around $33,000 when it is released. The NIO ET7. NIO started producing its ET7 model earlier this year. There are now 2 battery pack capacities, 75 and 100 kWh. The company also has plans to launch the sale of a 150 kWh battery pack soon. Furthermore, according to NIO, it will enable the vehicle to travel 620 miles on the NEDC cycle and about 430 miles in actual use. The electric vehicle brand's flagship features cutting-edge design. The roof has sensors for autonomous driving, dual headlight LED daytime running lights, a heartbeat tail light, soft pulling flush door handles, and a double headlight LED interior tail light. The interior includes rattan furniture, advanced air purification, fragrance delivery systems, mood lighting, and ventilated massaging seats to ensure a comfortable ride. The ET7's pricing is shockingly extravagant, starting at nearly $94,000. However, the cost drops to about $79,300 if customers use NIO's battery switch technology.